Yo, 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 Seawiz coming back at ya. Today we're going to be carrying on with Remnant from the Ashes. This is going to be part number 2. And, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed my playthrough, which was yesterday. That was the start of the playthrough, and yeah, this game's what I remembered it to be. It's a very fun game. You have to what's the word? I'm a bit slow today, this is what I'm trying to get at. You have to bear with me today because I feel a little bit run down and fatigued, sort of, because not that's something I usually suffer with, but today I've like sneezed about 50 or 60 times. I've got a constant blockage at the top of my nose, it's constantly running, my throat's itchy, my eyes are red, and I don't, like I said, I don't usually suffer with hay fever, but it must be hay fever, it must be. What I think it is because this room's pretty small. I live in a flat. I've got a lot of electronics in here when I stream and stuff. Everything's on, so it gets hot in here. So basically, I've got like double glazing, but it's got vents at the top. Little vents you can open, just let air in. So you haven't actually got the window open, but still air circulating through. So I opened all the air vents on my living room, all the vents in my kitchen. My kitchen's just basically open straight onto my living room. And I live in the middle of like 3 massive fields. And basically, like a couple of days ago, the tractors came along and they cut all the grass. And they just left all the grass, they just chopped it and just left it all like cut on the top. And what I think's happened is where the weather's obviously getting a bit more sunny, all the fresh cut grass with the sun, with the vents open on my windows all night long, the room's just filled up with pollen, that's what I reckon. And then I've got up and I've just like had a mad attack. And I don't, like I said, I don't suffer with hay fever, but today, like, it's been doing my nut. I literally had to lie on my bed and just have my head back to try and stop it, which did calm it down for a bit. But yeah, if I sound a bit congested, that's why. Hay fever that I don't really suffer with. It's crazy. Thing is, I looked on my phone about the pollen count in this area and it says it's low today. But that doesn't account for the fact that I live in the middle of 3 fields and the grass has all been cut, you know what I mean? So, alright, in general it might be low, but in this little area where I am, like, it must be a lot of pollen in the air because the grass has been cut. But yeah, bear with me. It has, the frequency of my sneezing's starting to get a bit more longer now. It was doing it like, I couldn't like not sneeze for longer than 2 minutes. It was like constant. Mainly itching on my left side for some reason. But even like not in my throat, but like underneath my chin, like that sort of area. It's itching like crazy. It has to be hay fever, it has to be. But anyway, enough about that. And let's play this game. This is gonna be a short stream. This is gonna be splitting. My streams are gonna be split into 2 sections again today, I think, because I've got to go shopping today and pick up my prescription every Tuesday. Well, mainly I have to pick it. I do my shopping on a Tuesday because I have to pick up my prescription. So it's like I kill two birds with one stone. But I have to go out to do that. So it's like do my shopping. So basically, like, yeah, stream will have to be split. So we'll probably get like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Well, quicker we start, longer we'll get, won't we? Yeah, even like, because of that, like, keep blowing my nose, the corners of my nostrils are like itchy and raw now. It did feel a bit like that yesterday as well. I kept on like, it was just there was an itch there, you know what I mean? Like, I was trying to not be on camera, like constantly itching my nose, but it was. Yeah, man. Annoying. Like I said, I don't suffer with hay fever, but today it's been pretty bad. And yeah, I feel your pain, man. If you suffer with allergies, I get it. It's not very nice. Not very nice. So what am I here to do? I wanted to upgrade my weapons. Let's see if Board's got anything else to say before I do my weapons. Oh, couldn't we build something as well? A new mod.
If you need anything, ask around. Root's still thick as hell. But at least we have a way out, thanks to you.
This game's so good. I would say it's underrated, but I think everyone has played it has rated it a high game. But I still don't think it got the blow up it deserved.
Good to see you again.
I'd like to see your wares. I have some more questions. Just ask some questions before we.
Certainly.
Where did you get those tools?
Oh, well, made some of them myself. But, you know, my partner, Judd, made most of the really good stuff. Judd, well, he was a genius. We put together what we could find, you know? Microwaves, sinks, car engines, you name it. I tell you, feels right putting forgotten things back to work, you know? Oh, sorry. I'm talking your ear off, ain't I? Something else I can do for you. Oh, same place so many go these days. We had a rough winter a while back. Jed got sick, and...
Damn.
And now it's just me. The ward's full of people carrying the loss with them. But to keep going on, we gotta find new family along the way. Life ain't bad so long as you got folks to look out for, right?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, kind of like a solo dolo kind of guy, but I suppose, yeah, I'll do anything for parents, anything.
Not really my place to say. People can tell you about themselves if they want. Just be careful around McCabe, like I said. Anything else you need? Certainly.
Says let me see the wares, but it's not really any new wares, it's upgrades. So I don't know if we can get new guns or we just keep these all the way through. If we keep these all the way through, then we need to just upgrade them. NPCs throughout the world and Ward 13 can be used to craft new items, weapon mods, boss weapons, so you can get new. Each crafting recipe has a number of required materials plus scrap which are required to craft that item. Required crafting materials can be viewed in the materials tab under player inventory pressing options. Arrow sword, 100 glowing fragments. Charge attacks release an energy wave projectile allowing the wielder to strike enemies from further away. Treasure hunter increases chance to get iron. Oh, that's the third piece of the set that we've already got the 2-piece. So we need the goggles as the headpiece. Glowing fragments. Like 150 glowing fragments for both. Armor? Oh, we can upgrade the armor. Yeah, look, there's the treasure armor. What I was talking about. Treasure hunter. The drifter's armor seems really good. Yeah, we want to get the 3-piece, then we can get up to 25% more damage. Mod weapon duration, mod power generated slowly over time. That is pretty good though, having my mod just generate over time. And that heal lasts, yeah, it lasts for a good amount of time. Obviously that's because of the blood pacts. But I am interested to try this other set. We gotta get that pistol. We got to. I needs to get rid of that. 55 damage, 130 damage. What's the damage on the one we've got? Can't we do a compare? So 55, 1.9, 10.
Take care, my friend.
Ah, I pressed. I keep pressing up to go into my inventory. I don't know why. I've wasted 2 of them now because of that. .112, 2.5, 2 in the magazine. Ideal range 10. We need to get rid of that gun, like I said.
Good to see you.
Wait there, before
Take care, my friend.
I buy off him, let's see what this, if this gives us anything.
I'm not in the mood for chat. Yeah? Working and being interrupted.
Shit, she's a grump.
Not the conversation, that's for sure. You know, I'm actually great friends with this hammer. That fills my friend quota just fine. So I'd move along if I were you. Unless, of course, you'd like to get more acquainted with the hammer.
God damn.
I've got work to do. Yeah? Yeah? Better be worth my time.
Mantle of Thorns. Reduces melee damage taken from enemies by 20%. Reflects 100% of melee damage taken. Wow, that's really good. Let's craft it. Let's craft it and we can put that on our other gun.
I've got work to do.
Yes. So now we've got a mod on both guns. I wish I didn't upgrade that coach gun +1. I did it by accident. I was meaning to do the pistol. Because I knew I wanted to get rid of it.
Good to...
We gotta get rid of it. I really don't. Less damage but 10 in the mag and better range.
So long.
How do I unequip the mod? Okay. 60 damage on
Good. Certainly.
78 damage. 52 damage. They like got a speed, attack speed to them or anything. Ah, new armor as well. Increases total damage from all sources dealt by a wearer to enemies within 5 meters. See 50% less damage from enemies within this range. Increases total damage from all sources dealt by wearer to enemy within 5 meters. Receive 15% less damage from enemies. It's really fucking good, man. You know, that would be really good on the close range character. Increases total range and weak spot damage, which spread a firearm. Ooh. Should I buy all that? Should I buy that set, hunter set?
Take care, my friend.
Hmm. We're not going to have double mod duration anymore. But I feel like it would be better. I feel like it would be better for us. The other armor.
Good to... What do you need?
Hunter. I think we're going to buy the hunter armor. %20 more ranged damage and more weak spot damage. It's really good as well. Hello, Earthberry. That's really good as well. I have played through this game before, quite a while ago. But since doing that playthrough, I've now purchased the DLC, so I've not been through any of the DLC. And I don't suppose it really matters if you played this game through anyway, because of it being procedurally generated. I even looked at the trophies. There was like quite a few bosses and stuff that I'd missed, and like, so yeah, I suppose that's a good thing with this game. Yeah, it's got good replayability to it. But I can remember little bits about the story and stuff, but I can't remember everything. You also alternative kills on bosses. Yeah, I like the way they've done that. It's good. Gives it good replayability. The combat, the way this game feels, like the combat and stuff, is so good. So satisfying. This game's so good. It's like it reminds me of Division, like Dark Souls. It's like a mix of the two. I don't know. I feel like Challenger and Sharpshooter are both gonna be better than what I'm rocking. It is nice to have double the amount of mod duration, but I'm not using the mod that much. Like having like 15% more damage is gonna be much more. But you need to play normal story and get a decent build before hopping into the DLC. It's pretty... Yeah. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna like go through the story and then mess about with it. Use Hunter Mark mod on your main rifle and get the Hunter. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because it is nice having double duration on the mod for the healing, but I'm not really using it that much.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad I just replaced that bloody coach gun. That coach gun was... I really didn't like it, man. Constant reload. And I accidentally upgraded it. I was trying to upgrade my pistol and I upgraded the coach gun instead. Use... Don't have any real summon mods yet anyway. Yeah. I think go with a hunter. Yeah. I mean, you're probably right, because I just bought the hunter rifle. It would make sense. I was thinking like Scrapper would be good. If I kept the coach gun, Scrapper could have been okay. And it would be good for that other class, like the, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like close range with the fire bullets. That Challenger armor would probably be good.
So long.
Problem is, with me buying all this new stuff rather than keeping what I had, if I'd have kept what I had, I could have just upgraded it all. Now I've like... Yeah, it's probably put me a little bit behind on money and stuff now. Reduce melee damage taken from enemies by 20%. Flex 120% of melee damage taken. Just stagger on hit. I think I'll just keep it how we got it, that one. The heal on the pistol. Scrapper armor with shotgun also pretty decent, but you gotta be able to dodge boss. Yeah. Yeah, that's what was doing my head in with the coach gun. Just 2 shots and then reload. It's pretty painful. So I think now we should just maybe see what we can upgrade, what money we've got left. So, so gutted I wasted money on that coach gun. Could even buy a better melee weapon.
Take care, my friend.
Let's have a look quickly.
Certainly.
Scrap hammer, scrap sword. The sword is like less damage than we're using, but it's got better crit chance. Scrap. Nah, actually, I'm gonna leave the weapon, the scrap melee weapon for now. Just concentrate on my guns. How much does that cost? Iron. It don't cost no money, it's just iron to upgrade. Okay. Don't worry about melee yet. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because we're gonna get something better than that hatchet. And I don't really like what
Be safe out there.
he's selling. Alright, so now we gotta go back to that area. Because we wanted to go up. Before, I want to go all the way around that area before I go into the church. So we need to make our way back. What did I come upstairs for? I need to stay down. Let's try and make our way back to that area. Ah, they do refill with scrap. Okay, so I think settlement is what we needed to go to the church, but I wanted to do all of this area first. I think it was this area. Like a little part which goes further up. Church, like it's a main proper like important area. I want to do the little stuff first. Yeah, that little part going up at the top. That's where that's where I want to get to. Oh yeah. Oh, we're doing much better damage now. Holy shit. So much better. Let's test this. Oh yeah. What's that? Why is it highlighting like that? Okay. Combat's so good in this game. Oh yeah, I wanted to use one of them XP things. What? That's 2 hours. Yeah, we're gonna be on for like a couple hours, so let's just do it. Yeah, and then that'll be this whole area done then. This is the one part we missed. Then we can go church after that. Might as well rest because we took a bit of damage.
I need light.
They ain't listening. He's listening. No, they ain't listening.
Oh, so this isn't this is just a little merchant place.
Where'd you come from? What do you want? Hurt him? No, don't hurt him. Don't know him. Don't wanna. Nothing. Nobody. Just a host. Just a host hand. Just shut up. Voices. It's the voices. Millions of them all connected, all seeing, all talking over each other until they speak as one, and then I can't. I can't.
That's the root, what you can hear, innit?
Help. Help. Beyond help. Whole world's gone to hell. God, the Destroyer, he sees you. He knows what you're doing. They all know. Forget. Yeah, forgot everything. I forget nothing. The Oak is all. Oak is all. The Oak's watching, huh? It's always watching. 1,000 eyes, mouths whispering, waiting. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Bit crazy.
No, I found nothing, saw nothing, hear nothing. But whispers. Whispers. You gotta go. Don't wanna. Don't you make me. Don't ask again. Go.
Wow. I mean, he could have just given me it. He didn't have to open fire on me. Foolish man. What if there was a way of getting that off him without killing him? Probably is. We did the dialogue wrong though. Or maybe there ain't. Maybe you have to kill him. Who knows? But what does the mask even do? Let's have a look. Oh, we got 2 traits as well. I'm starting to debate on whether to keep some trait points because I know we unlock more. Oh, maybe I might put 1 more into vigor. Actually, keep 1. Can't remember what other traits you get unlocked. I know that they all fill up. Remember that much. So where's that mask then? Regrowth. At full health, gain a regrowth stack every 3 seconds, which increases total outgoing melee and weapon mod damage. Stacks 10 times, taking damage from 1 stack, regenerates. Oh, 3. Increases total outgoing melee and weapon mod damage. Weapon mod. I mean, the health regen's nice, but I don't know about that. Might be good if you get a good damage weapon mod. Wait there, what damage mod was the one we got on that? Yeah, it won't really work on that one. Alright, so I think we go to the church now. Let's leave the dungeon. Should have just probably went to the Ward 13 and then travelled from Ward 13. But I'm gonna make my way to this crystal down here. That'd be good enough. Wow, still does 150 damage from that range. Wow, that's really good. Holy crap. Yeah, this gun's so much better than that coach gun. Holy shit. Crystals this way. To the church. Why is there like a skull on the map down the bottom? What does that mean? Don't come up when I look at it like that. Does that mean there's like a boss enemy down here or something? You mother. I forgot I got to change. I wanted to use my heal, but I forgot I got to change weapon now to do that. Perfect.
It's over.
Perfect. Very nice. Why am I... Am I just taking like shitloads of bleeding? Yeah, what did I come over here for? I'm looking to see what that is on the map. Oh no. Let's just go back to the crystal. Because it goes off the map. Right down the bottom. That skull, I want to know what that skull is. Nah, let's have a look. We come this fast.
Damn it.
Okay. I want to go and have a look what that skull is. How do we get over there? Building. We need to actually go in the building. Need to go in this part and then round. It's probably a waste of time, but I'm just curious to know what that is. And at least I'll know for next time. There's clearly a skull at the bottom. Where did he come from? Hello, OG Clips. Is it this way? No, it's this way we want to go. I might just be wasting my time. That skull might not mean anything. It's gotta mean something. Why would they put it there? Okay. But it goes off the map. We quickly go in this dungeon and see if that leads us to it. If not, we're gonna just go to the church. But we can probably just use the crystal what's in here anyway, so what we do. If it don't lead us to that skull when we're in this dungeon, then I have no idea what it is, and we'll just not bother about it. We'll go to the church. Yeah, so the skull's just off the map. Is it just like... I think it's just part of the map. It's just saying like that's... I think it's just the design on the map, innit? Now I look at it, it's actually drawn onto the design of the map. It's not an icon on the map. It's probably like just saying, "Ah, this is the map where you can see enemies and stuff." Oh my god. Alright, well at least we know. Yeah, you can clearly see it's like built onto the actual design of the map now. No biggie. Alright, let's go back to Ward 13 and then go to church. Alright, and then to the church from here. Reroll campaign. Select world settings to reroll the current campaign. Rerolling the campaign allows you to select different difficulty levels at the cost of resetting all campaign progress and checkpoints. Character progress is never lost. Allows you to select different difficulty levels. You're basically just restarting the campaign at a harder level. Weird that they call it reroll. It's not really a reroll, is it? You're just restarting it. But then again, you're not technically restarting because you keep your character. Yeah, it's a weird one, that. Church. This is where we got up to. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, so... I remember this part. This was actually pretty difficult. This is where you gotta protect the mother or whatever it is.
So, another seeks the Root's counsel. Closer, child. It's you, the one who washed ashore. We see all things. We are the Root Mother, a vessel of wisdom through which the Root speaks. What is it you seek?
How do I get through the storm around that atoll? I'm looking for the founder. He came to see you. I want to know both. Oh, shit. Am I liking the game? Yeah, this is a very good game. I've played through this game before. Mind you, it was a good while ago, and I purchased the DLC since then, so doing a fresh playthrough, and it's gonna be including all the DLC this time. But yeah, it's a very good game. I love the combat in this game. It's very unique, really fluent. It's very good. So, wanna know both. Looking for the founder. He came to see you. I mean, if we find the founder, won't that already work out a way of getting to the atoll?
The founder.
It might let me ask both.
Consumed by desperation and pride, now gone beyond this world, an unwitting harbinger of... Could it be? Has the hour come? Yes. Clearer it becomes. You seek to end the root, but the path is hidden. This vessel knows the road you seek.
Hey, tell me.
We must, but not where ears can hear. They will come for us when bonds we break.
Okay.
Will you protect? Will you trust?
I will. Let me ask some other questions first.
Ask, but I cannot answer what they must not know. Not while furled within their bows. We know how to find the path you seek, but they must not hear. Protect us you must, or nothing will be learned.
So she's the root mother, but she's trying to destroy him. Obviously, like, she's just a vessel, not technically her, but... Who are you? I will protect you.
This vessel, once a child, now a watcher, awaiting the end of a beginning, a prophecy. You.
Ah, I am the chosen one.
Far. The path twisted and gnarled. The snarl and skein of the world. Oh, no more can be said while tethered to root. We've seen all, till time is undone. Many misfortunes, but you, the most bright. The dreamers are dead, the dragon unbound. A spy serves no purpose, but a warrior might. The root will not release this vessel without consequence. You must defend us.
I'll try. I will try. Where is everyone then? I thought she was getting attacked then. I'm like, how the fuck they get behind? I'd rather it hits me than her, because I can just use my mod to heal. I remember doing this before and I struggled on this bit. What's going on? Oh, here we go. This is why.
Don't falter!
Ah, they're shooting, but they're hitting him instead.
Almost free!
Nice.
That was rough.
I'm free.
Very nice.
Thank you.
What happens now? Tell me how to reach the atoll. I think we're gonna still get to the atoll anyway without asking.
I have learned much from the root. I will aid you. We will fight it together. First, I must rest. Look there, the wall. There is a path beyond. Find the path. Then seek me out among our kind. In the place you call the ward. I know the way. We shall meet again.
Yeah.
Go, we will speak again soon.
Mother's blessing. Unlocked a new one. Range damage reduction. Such a small amount per thing though, isn't it? 4.5. But like 10 trait points is gonna be 5% less range damage. Surely it would be better to take health and endurance. .5 health. What is my actual number of what? $112.5. Increases it by 2.5. Probably more benefit from bigger right now, isn't it? Percentages are always good, but it's not really going to be beneficial until you've put like 10 points out of it, and then that's still 5%. Just do that. Can't go wrong with health and stamina. For now, till we get comfortable.
Let an old woman rest.
Which way have we got to go? I suppose let's have a look out here quickly. If there's anything. There is something. Oh my god, it's a lot to read again. Dreams are getting worse. Last night I was hunting this family in the woods outside town. I could smell the tang of their fear. I liked it, craved it. Made me run faster, giving me a rush of pleasure. So I jumped to them, plunging my claws into their sucking chests. I woke up screaming. I wish I could say they were screams of terror, I'm not sure. Screams woke the others. Little Nadine cried. Andrew asked what was wrong. I told him Nadine had a bad dream. That was what woke us. I'll tell Andrew. I will. I just need time to process it. Andrew was the leader of the thing, wasn't he? The ward. Dreamed again, packed of scavengers north of the highway. Their lookout took a break, and we killed them in their sleep. I witnessed the slaughter from a dozen angles at once. Didn't scream this time, but woke in tears. Not entirely sure my tears were for the scavenger. Had a dream I was hunted last night. They tricked us, baited us like animals, but I saw it first. I directed 2 of us towards the bait, while the rest howled back in the shadows. They thought we sprung their trap, but they sprung ours. With each of their deaths, blissful heat surged through my body over and over again, continuing even after I woke. I wasn't just watching this time, not just feeling what they felt. I communicated. I helped them. I did it. Found a clutch of humans hiding out in a hospital. Weren't ready. Their screams tasted like honey. We murdered every last one of them before the bastards could even reach their weapons. Oh god, what the hell is happening to me? Yeah, man. This guy of mine just murdering humans and turning into one of them. Rereading these entries, I'm scared of myself and what I'm feeling and what I'm wanting. Nadine's learning to read now, but I'll keep this journal locked away. Can't have her or anyone stumbling. Had a new dream, not like the others. I crawled out of the ground, lifting myself up until I was 10 stories high. Human weapons couldn't do more than tickle me. I smashed their buildings to rubble with them inside. It's real, I knew it. We've never seen anything like this, and I think it knows about us, about me. It's coming this way. I told Andrew about the thing in my dream. Sure, it's not real, but he doesn't know. I haven't told him most of my other dreams, how they felt. He can't know, he won't trust me, but this monster has killed dozens, hundreds of people somewhere up north, and it's on its way here. I have to do. A stream of refugees came into the city today, spouting stories of a towering behemoth that leveled entire buildings. Andrew and I shared a look, fear blatant in his eyes. Grilled me on my dream then. How big was the monster? Does it have any weaknesses? How long before it gets here? I wish I had more answers for him. I only really know one thing: we can't beat. Not with anything. I've been thinking, what if I could get into their heads, I mean on purpose? The root knows about Ward 13 the same way I know about them. My dreams connect us both ways. What if I can use that? What if I can fool them, hide Ward 13, or convince them it's been abandoned, or... But there's so much I don't know about this connection. I've never used it except when I'm asleep. How do I do this? More refugees. Behemoth is getting closer. If these survivors are to be believed, it'll be here within a fortnight. Merry Christmas, I guess. We're all gonna die. Unless I can figure something out. It worked. God help me, it worked. 2 days after Christmas as well. We fought off some root today. I found myself alone with a root devil bearing down on me. I could feel what it felt, its rage, its desire to end me. But if I could feel it, then it could feel me, right? So I reached out to it, in my mind, tried to shove my emotions onto it. My love for Andrew and Nadine. Our need to survive, and the devil hesitate. And it didn't just feel that one devil. I felt all the root a million minds thinking as one. I could hear them, speak to them if I wanted. Then someone came over the ridge and blasted the devil to splinter. But it worked. I can do this. I can save 13. Andrew wasn't crazy about the idea. He still thinks we can fight the behemoth. But he wasn't in the root's head. He didn't see it. We can't beat it alone. We're running out of time. Lookout saw the behemoth outside the city. It's worse than I ever thought. My dreams are getting worse too. It knows me now, tries to talk to me, it's calling me. Andrew doesn't want to talk about it. Not the dreams, not my plan, nothing. Makes him hungry. But I know I can save them. We'll die if I do nothing. The last page. It's in the city, it's coming right for us. Going to the old church. The root's thick there. I gotta go before Andrew wakes up or he'll stop me. Andrew and Nadine, if you ever read this, I hope you understand how much I love you. As crazy as I've been these years, seeing the root, feeling them, I'm still and always Evelyn Cedarford, your wife, your mother, and the founder of Ward 13. I would do anything if it means you'll live. They have to be stopped, nothing else matters. Even if I have to become one of them, it'll work, I know it. I know it will. And hide the ward from them, push them some other way, confuse them. But I don't know what happened to me. I guess if you're reading this, then it worked, you're alive. It will all have been worth it. I love you, Nadine, I love you, Andrew, and yeah, so that's Andrew's wife, Evelyn. She was linked to the root. And that must have been how she died. Doing that heroic act. Ooh, sniper. Have a look at it. Single shot. % hit crit chance. 35 range. Powerful single shot rifle which allows the wielder to pick off targets from long range with incredible accuracy equipped. 4x scope. Double tap and hold R2 to zoom in. Okay. We'll keep our setup what we've got for now, but that might come in handy at some point. Let me just put it on and see what it looks like and stuff.
Over there!
Oh, I can ping.
There!
Didn't know I could do that. Actually got a double tap L2. That's kind of weird system, but suppose it's fine. We've only got 3 shots, so I'm not just gonna blast one off just for the sake of it. Okay. We look out. Okay. Let's make our way out of this place. And where are we supposed to be going now? Back to the ward. There's a little area up there, look. Let's try and go up there first. Yeah, up here. This might actually be where we're supposed to go. Yeah, looks like it. Ready stamina. At least my itching on my nose and that's stopped a little bit. I don't know that this morning, like, I had a massive hay fever attack, and I don't even suffer with hay fever, but because they cut the fields right outside my window, all the grass, fresh cut grass, must have just put a lot of pollen in the air, I guess. Just couldn't stop sneezing. Was doing my head in. Still feels a bit itchy, but it's definitely better than what it was. Where's he shooting from? What's the best way to go? I suppose it'd be more sense to search in here first. Where are you? Go up them stairs there. Maybe we can if we jump up there. It won't even let me. I was gonna say it won't even let me climb up that. Nah, I don't think we can get up there. Mother. Ducked every time I shot. And wouldn't it be so good if they made a part 2 to this game? Got through here. I hate the one thing I do that does my head in though about this game is that there's no rotation on the map. Such a little thing that would have made it so much easier to explore. Because it ends up, like when you're going this way, it ends up being back to front. You're going forwards, left is left, right is right, but it starts getting confusing when you start going the opposite way because the map doesn't rotate. Oh my god, he's summoning. That all you got? Damn fool. Goddamn fool. Could use our mod and then just regenerate it. Let's do that. Just use it and then work on regenerating it. Well, we don't need to stand in it anymore, do we? What am I doing? Use a pistol for a little bit. Oh no, not these dudes. I think you got to melee him first, didn't you? Yeah.
Woo! It's over.
Trait point. I just leave that for now. It's nice to try and save a few trait points in case we unlock a good trait. Pump points straight into it. Oh shit. We can tank a little bit because we're in the healing thing. back to pistol and try charging that again. That's what's so good about that mod, because
Bag's full.
it gives you a little window of tankiness that you can just sit inside the heel. I think the last time I played on the class what had the you could see through walls, the enemies. I really liked that mod as well, it was good.
That was rough.
Rough in a jungle, in a jungle. Yeah, it would have been nice if we could zoom and zoom out the map as well. Rotate and zoom in and zoom out. Go that way and that. That way. Yeah, the map confuses me. Let's go over the other way. Do all the stuff which is above. Still get up here. Stairs, that's fine. Oh, I left something over there. Ah, I hit the... I like that this game does that as well, when it shows you that you're gonna hit the... If the angle's gonna hit something else. A lot of games don't bother doing that. Pretty nice. Get all the scrap. Leave any. Iron as well, definitely we want. Well, we want forged iron now as well. Where did we come from? We came from... Came from that way. Combat's on point, man, in this game. So where was that other bit where it was a cross in here, wasn't it? Didn't do the middle floor. Some stairs. Oh, we did do this bit. We missed a part going back. Well, I will go back. I'm gonna 100% explore every part of the map. Need to go back there. This is, if I remember, this is where you speak to the old dude, innit?
That was rough.
Nice.
Hey, friend, come on in. Come in, come in. Old Matu's home is yours. Mi casa e su casa, as my ma used to say. At least I think that's what it means. So, what brings you up here? Come to chat? Come to trade? Well, sure. Just an old mudder living out the end of the world, huh? And this old heliocopter makes a mighty good sniper's nest.
Heliocopter.
Come waltzing by. This am I lonely at times. But that makes the occasional visitor all the sweeter.
Them damn
Talk
heliocopters.
your ear off already. I got a million stories, but I'm sure you're here for a reason. So, what's your deal?
See, where's what kind of stories you got? Let's ask the stories first.
What don't I got's a better question. Let's see. What would a young'un like you want to hear? Ma used to tell me about the old world. This place was called the USA. And it was
USA.
huge. Stretched from one ocean to other.
Great
Those
USA.
streets were filled with people. More of them than was fit for counting. All working together. Huh? Making the world a better place. Why, they had people on the moon. They had talking animals. They had water what could heal you just by looking at it.
God damn.
I reckon you don't believe me. No one does. But the world was a damn paradise before the Deadwood came. I'm sure you got better things to do than listen to an old mudder. Okay. You read much? I read everything I can get my hands on. The Bell Jar, Dune, Catch 22. Something about a guy called Malcolm X. Oh, there's this one I keep coming back to. The Eternaut, Eternaut, doesn't matter. It's about these aliens, what kill everyone who live. It's got insect aliens. It's got human aliens. It's got giant building-sized aliens. It's even got aliens what control the other aliens. Oh, I reckon the writer thought he was spinning fiction, but I'll be goddamned if it ain't the most real thing I ever read. I can tell you more if you're up for it.
Sure.
All right. It's a funny thing. So, I used to have to keep an ear out for deadwood, yeah. Had to pick them off before they climbed up here. Weren't hard, but wouldn't you know it? The deadwood stopped coming. I never known deadwood to be the quitting type. Especially on account of that time I killed 300 of them before breakfast. 300 of them for breakfast. I ain't complaining, of course. Give me plenty of time to read. I can tell you more if you're up for it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Before the Mud Dogs were the Mud Dogs, we were the Crazy Eight. The best goddamn scroungers you ever seen. We scavenged everywhere, saw everything. Working aerial planes, deadwood big as the sky, and in the rusted places, we saw things there you'd never believe. Old carbons, giant crystals, all kinds of weapons. And deadwood everywhere. Corbin once saw a Kip sleeping behind a locked door, breathing with machines. Mm-hmm. No one believes that part, but it's true. I tell you, it's true. You've probably got folks to get back to now, yeah? Sure thing. So I was on a scrounge with the Crazy Eight one time. We found this old hospital, see?
Hospital.
Basement.
Good old hospital.
Basement now was full of folk. All trapped there for as long as anyone's guess. Well, the Root found them same time we did. Others ran, but not me. They were folk. They had meds. So I fought for them. Tooth and nail. Literally. Biting the damn deadwood off me. Rest of the Crazy Eight saw me and said, "Dang, that's a mutter what's got some teeth." The name Mud Tooth stuck ever since. I can tell you more if you're up for it.
Sure.
All right. Ace and Wes, huh? You met those scroungers yet?
Yes.
Almost as crazy as the Crazy
I've
Eight.
met Ace.
I hear they took up in Ward 13 now. Reckon it won't last long. Those two, they got trust issues. Don't hear me wrong, friendly folk, helpful in a pinch, and more likely to find food than 100 Fords. But that's just it, ain't it? I bet if you dig hard enough, you'd find a stash the rest of the ward knows nothing about. I ain't putting you to sleep now, am I?
Keep going, keep going.
All right. I tell you how I got my name yet? Yeah? No? Maybe another time. About this, heliocopter, though. I saw this old bird in flight, believe it or not. I was 4 damn thing just returned from a trip to the moon. Deadwood took her down, of course. Snipers on the rooftops. Don't know what they hit, but she came down like a damn meteor. That's a big rock that falls from the sky, if you didn't know. Saw the whole thing, I did. Never thought I'd be living in her after, though. Ha! I can tell you more if you're up for it.
Shit, man, this dude's got enough stories. He's been sat here on his own for ages. Just listen to the guy.
All right. I used to run with the Mud Dogs, you know? Hell, I used to lead them before Brabus took over. Brabus is my boy, he is. You might say he always led us. The old Mud Dogs fought for him since he could chew. Later on, of course, the old Mud Dogs got a little long in the tooth, and the young'uns took Brabus as their own. Well, I know when a good thing's a good thing, so I stepped back, I did. Brabus has been leading the pack ever since. Now, listen, you've been real kind to me. Listen to me ramble on and on like I've been. It's been a long time since anyone stuck around to talk to this old mutter, so...
Exactly.
I got something I'd like for you to have.
Fire.
This was my wife's. I'd planned on giving it to my boy, but well... maybe it's time to give up on him coming around, huh? Ain't no time left in this world to wait on true family. I reckon you're close enough. take care of it.
Pocket watch.
Sure, sure. Now, anything else I can do for you? What would a youngin' like you want to hear? I used to lead the Mud Dogs, I tell you that. They were my gang for nigh on 60 years. Back at Sanctuary, we were called the Crazy Eight. We went places no one else would. Found the best ground Sanctuary ever saw. Good times. Good times. Root ran scared of us, they did. I reckon we killed more deadwood in our day than old Ford himself. Most of Brabus's young mutters don't know the Crazy Eight no more. But that's their legacy. Sure as sure. You've probably got folks to get back to now, yeah?
Alright. We done all his dialogue. I like him though, he's funny.
What do you need, friend?
I'll buy ammo boxes. Increase the stamina by 25, last 60 minutes. Wow. Increase his health by 25, lasts 60. Pretty good. And now we're gonna leave it, but they're pretty good considering they last 60 minutes. Might come back and buy them. Buy a couple. If we get comfortable with money and our upgrades and stuff, we know we could come and grab something.
Take care, young'un. Don't be a stranger.
What did he give us? Pocket watch. Increase the stamina regen by 20 per second. Reduce the stamina cost by 20. Wow, that's really good. Yeah, we need to find the band of Caster so we can use this band of Pollux. Melee damage is increased by 10%, evade speed is increased by 15, and encumbrance is reduced by 25. Really good.
Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace till I run out of ammo. Bang, bang.
Bang bang.
Sunshine on you, stranger.
Bang bang. Alright, let's rest again, just cause. So it sort of saves that we spoke to him. Probably don't need to do that, but.
Well, I got the eat part. Come here, Stu. I'm gonna love eating you. I pray.
Okay. Now, just wish you could zoom in the map. It would be so nice. But yeah, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different areas that we need to go. Oh, we fully charged that now. We can use this again. Ah, well, it's because we went to the checkpoint, I guess. Where is he? Where is he? Fuck. Alright, this is not good. Alright, the
It's over.
the summoning thing is still there. Yeah, I'm gonna go and backtrack these areas we missed first. Actually. Where's he? I thought he was shooting from the other direction. On a head glitch. Alright, so this way. Let's explore the areas we missed before we go further. Let's use my modders again as well.
Come on!
Oh, that killed him.
Whew. That was rough.
Down here. Ooh. What that is. Reduces recoil by 30% and weapons sway by 60. Standing aim movement speed is increased. Standing aim. My ADS. So we've already been down this way. I see something over there what I want to grab. Let's go back.
Whew. That was rough.
Ah, little dungeon down here. Very nice. Strong and durable. Hard to believe they once had mills. Something. Okay. What's that? Not coming up red like it's an enemy. Moving. This way first. Something spawning them. Let's go the other way, but I feel like something spawning them. Alright, so we'll come back and go that way. Could use our mod and heal up. Take another couple of hits first. Saying that if we use it now, we can work on recharging it straight away. Let's just use it. And we can, yeah, work towards charging it back up. Ah, so it loops. Anyway. Connected.
It's over.
Combat in this game is so nice. Let's go in and around. It's like a little loop. Nice. I think we've got a couple of trait points now. Wanna see what the next trait unlock's gonna be. If we get too many saved up, then I'll spend some. It's just stupid not. But I feel like we're comfortable at the moment that we can still be alright. I got 3. Yeah, we're still pretty comfortable though.
Rough.
Say that, but I feel like we did pretty good. Little kamikaze dudes. We fully charged our mod backup already. Let's go this way. It's part of the other section. That means we fully finished everything then. Take damage if we jump down there? Probably, I bet. Nah. Can't really see the angle on him, but
Crap.
monkey key.
Woo! It's over.
Monkey key. Looks like an average key, nothing fancy except for the cute keychain. This city's full of locked doors and lockless keys. Find 2 that go together, got yourself a treasure. To a treasure box somewhere. Let's loot from the other part. Very nice. It's respawned everyone. Wow. least we know it's gonna do it again. Just try and not take damage. Wasn't expecting it to do that. Ah, so this is for the monkey key. Never trait point. Oh my god, assault rifle. Okay. I think we're gonna keep using what we're using. But that will come in handy at some point. Definitely. Why won't that? There you go. Yeah, I bet you run out of ammo pretty quick on that assault rifle, but I honestly can't remember. Probably, most definitely would have used last play. Day 79, food and water is going to run dry soon. I hate going out there for any reason, but if I don't try, we won't make it. I'll leave tonight while you're both sleeping. With any luck, I'll be back by morning. If I'm not, while reading this, know that I loved you both with everything inside of me, Dad. He did. No, that's the daughter and the mother. Boy, left. They're not. While you're both sleeping, with any luck, I'll be back by morning. If not, yeah, they just dead, man. Shit. The monkey key, give us the assault rifle. Not mad about it. Definitely not. So this is yeah, we need to go back. Let's actually go back through this way because I want to go. Maybe it is better to use the thing because all the enemies are back.
Crap!
He says while still going this way.
rough.
Yeah, spawned everyone back. Probably was better going through the crystal, but feel like we're committed now. Ah, it's doing 5 damage. There we go. New trait unlocked. Check that out.
That was rough.
I think that's to do with hitting weak spot damage. Yeah, weak spot damage. 1% per upgrade. The increases on everything are so small, it makes it really hard to decide what you want. But that is good, because I am always trying to headshot and go for weak spots. Let's just do that. I feel like our health and stamina's okay at the moment. We start struggling, let's start putting some points back into it. But yeah, that'd be all that I'll put into that weak spot till I see what other traits, but that's a little boost for us. Now, so the other way I wanted to go was up the top, so let's run around. Oh, it is warm in here. Don't even pause it when you're in this menu then. Holy shit, man. What's the temperature today? It's charging the other side of the room. The quickest way. Get this way and around. Never trade point. Isn't our gun thing to do with weak spot damage? Oh, the hunt. No, our... You know what? I bought the hunter armor and I never even put it on. Oh my god. What an idiot. Wow, that was really stupid. Yeah, because now we're getting ranged and weak spot from this as well. Wow. Didn't mean to do that. That was a waste. So we want to go up that way. Adrenaline, how long does that last? Like 30 seconds? I think we wasted both of our adrenalines. It's another dungeon down here. Yeah. I've done 2 adrenalines by accident and I've done one of them consumable heals by accident as well. It's no biggie. Not like it's cost us the game or anything. Might have been useful to use them at the right time though, rather than think. Sure, we'll find more. So they're gonna all spawn back, ain't they? Or are they not? What's this? I think. And these dudes got a weak spot? I don't think they have. I don't know, one shot that. I don't know. Maybe that was a crit. I just, crit chance. You have weak spots and then you have crit. I must have hit a crit on him. Tangled Pass. I knew there was enemies about. I could hear him running after me. Did I kill it? Go this way.
Trap!
2 secs, someone's ringing my phone. It rang earlier. Sorry about that. It did ring before and that. And like, because I was busy playing, I didn't answer it, but when it rang a second time, I'm like, oh, I better see what's going on. Simulacrum. I mean, I have got to get off and do my shopping, but I want to finish this little area first. Resource that has the power to take any weapon or armor, manifest it to its ultimate form at max level. It can be used to reinforce a dragon. Wow. I could put that on my hunter rifle and wow, it says oh, rare. I could put that on my gun and just make it top notch. Or the dragon heart. I'll think about what I'm gonna do with that. Thing is, I've not even really been using the dragon heart because of this class I'm playing with the thingy mod. I've not even used the dragon hearts. Stay down.
What? Come on!
This way, innit? See what I mean about me being a spam reloader? That's from playing FPS games, that is. I think it's a good habit to have though.
That was rough.
Drifter's mask. Can hear something. Mother. Wanderer. Sprinting for 1 second, evading or sliding adds 1 stack of inertia. Oh, that was the piece what he was selling back at the ward, wasn't it? Yeah, I was looking at that. I was interested in the drifter, but I think it would be better to use the drifter armor on that close range class. Can't remember the name of the actual class. Yeah, because I feel like we already feel pretty damn strong, to be honest. Right, let's go this way first. This way looks like a little looped area. Alright. This game's super fun, man. Kind of gives me a little urge to go back and check out Division 2 as well. Because when I bought Division 2, I bought the gold edition or whatever, so there's actually probably DLC what I've got available which I didn't even play. Played it up to a good amount, but I don't even think I did any of the raids. There's definitely stuff we could go back and do on that game. It would just be a bit weird because it would be like starting the series off and I'd be already, you know what I mean, a long way into it. I don't think I would start again from fresh. Not on one of them type of games. On one of them big looter games. Okay, this might be where I dip. So I keep itching my nose because I had a really... I don't know if I already said that. I think I did. I had a problem with hay fever this morning. I don't even suffer with hay fever. Definitely with hay fever. Because they cut the fields out the front. The grass. So it's still a bit itchy. I was itching yesterday as well. But I didn't have a sneezing fit yesterday. Like today. Ah, it's led us to a new area. Alright, we'll carry on a minute. Ah, it's a checkpoint. That'll be it. That's a boss fight. That is a boss fight. Should I do the boss quickly? Let's do the boss quickly. Then that'll be it. Definitely. Well, if it's hard and we die, then I'll have to come back and do it another time. Where'd he go? Hollow seed. Valuable resource harvested from Mangler that can be used to forge a powerful weapon mod. It's a new weapon mod. We feel really strong. Especially when we hit crits and weak spots. It's the water. Sounded like there was enemies, but it was me stepping in water. Hey, deep. This part of my nose sore. Keep blowing it and stuff. It's definitely calmed down from what it was like. My sinuses were just constantly producing mucus, and I was constantly sneezing. So annoying. I feel bad for anyone that suffers with hay fever, especially if it's severe hay fever. That shit was pretty ass, to be honest. So now all we've got to do is that below section, but we're going towards that. We'll get to the crystal and that'll be where we'll stop. Very nice. Okay, now we open that loop. Let me see if he says anything new now. Boy, didn't they do catch 24? That'd be a good one.
How do, friend? Got any... What would a youngin' like you want to... I was born a long time ago, around the time the Deadwood showed up. World were different then. People knew how to treat folk. You'd see more humans in Deadwood then, always fighting together, helping each other out. It was just Ma and me then, hiding in basements, tool sheds, hospitals, any place what had 4 strong walls and defendable doors. Oh, she used to spin stories of the old world. She saw it all. Why, I remember this tale when... Nah,
Tell me, man, tell me.
some other time. I ain't putting you to sleep now, am I? Let's see, Bet you didn't know I make a mean bowl of stew. Heck, back when the Crazy Eight were running around, we were known to go for days with only that stew in our bellies, and it was good enough for us. They used to tell me it gave them the stamina of 10 men. In fact, this one time... Oh, hey, you know what? I just cooked up some if you're looking to try it. For a price. Here now, I've been talking your ear off. Okay. Brabus and I ain't spoken in a long while. He's a good leader. He is. But we don't see eye to eye on much. My ma used to say, do to others as you do to you. Or something like that. Don't remember the exact words.
Do to others as you do to you.
Brabus don't see that, though. He thinks the Deadwood done devoured all kindness from the world. Oh, he ain't wrong. But I figure there ain't no point in living in a world like that. So, I came out here. What time is it? Probably ain't so.
Alright. I really do have to go myself.
Come on in.
No, I should go. I really should go. Oh my god. Enemies, we can't use it. Alright.
He's down!
Alright peeps, that is the end of this part. For YouTube side of things, that is part number 2. Remnant from the Ashes. I'm enjoying the playthrough, hope everybody else is. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. I gotta go and do some stuff with Twitch. If anyone's watching and you're interested, after I've done my shopping, I'll probably get myself some food, but then I'll probably be back on. My guess is it'll probably be around 7 o'clock-ish. Maybe a little bit later, maybe a little bit sooner, but around that sort of time. But for now, people, I'll see you in the next one. See you, peace.